the road, and all the memories start flooding back of the good times we had in this vehicle. So it's going to be a little bit emotional, but you know, it's kind of the end of an era. We're cleaning this up to sell. It's yeah, feels weird, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Welcome to another episode of the Epic Family Road Trip. Alright, so tonight a bunch of our cousins and some of our friends are coming up to spend the weekend. We're super excited. We just came out here to meet them. It's gonna be beauty. We haven't seen them in a good bit. It's gonna be a fun little reunion.
I remember one thing. Is this how?
It's not bad. Hold it up. Yeah, it's good.
Had pulled pork in the smoker all day. And it's gonna make some delicious pulled pork tacos for the boys.
Oh!
Oh, you hit it. Close?
Oh, he hit it. He hit it.
So today we're heading to Algonquin and just gonna spend a day there camping. Then we're gonna head to up near Ottawa and pick up our RV because we're thinking of selling it, but we'll talk more about it later.
So we're about a half an hour in our trip to Algonquin and we've already got one problem. We noticed when we pulled over right before the highway, just to take a second, our brakes were smoking just on our right side front wheel, and we just thought it was from stopping hard or something at one point, but as we kept driving we felt more and more resistance on the tires, and we remembered a sound we had when we were doing that those trails we were in the last video. It happened after a bump, and we think that we possibly might have bent the brake a little bit or bent something to make it now be touching. So it's clamping down a little bit even when we're not touching the brake. So it's braking for us, which isn't all that good when driving on highways, trying to get somewhere far. So before we head out into the park, we're gonna get this checked out and fixed up.
We made it into town, and that brake caliper's still heating up pretty bad. It seems to be seized, so we've tried 2 places now that can't take us, so we're going to a third, and it looks like they should be able to help us. Napa Auto Pro. So we found out what it was. It wasn't the brakes after all, it was actually the front right bearing, so that finally went on us. It's the first time in 200,000 kilometers that we've had any issue like that, so they were able to source a bearing, get us back on the road within a short amount of time. So it's going to drive a lot better for Carol. It won't be pulling to the right, and won't be smoking and heating up, so that's good.
Right. Awesome, thanks.
Have a good day.
Lando,
You like your pig?
Go get it. Just stopping to let Lando take a run. He loves driving, but he got new chuck it balls, and that's his favorite thing on earth, so he's been wanting to try them. You having fun?
Go away, buddy. You gotta go somewhere else. Why do you want to go on me? tree.
That's probably a good, we found a nice spot here. It's way back off the road and looks pretty quiet. We pull off to a little side trail and we're just gonna set up camp and listen to the birds and watch that sun go down. Looks nice. We're here, we're set up. It's a beautiful night. The bugs are pretty typical for this time of year. Plenty of them. This is all preparation and training for if we do the Trans-Labrador Highway, which we're thinking about doing, or even the road to Tuck this time of year. You got to learn how to work in and around the bugs. We have some pretty neat stuff we'll show you, repellent wise, and other than that, yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a nice quiet night out here in the middle of the forest and get back on the road in the morning.
Wow, there's like 200 mosquitoes coming off. Well, this was pretty cool. It's part of the old Trans-Canada Railway. It's all torn up now, but you can still see all the rocks they laid out. The black rock of the old railway. And then there's the odd piece of wood, the big railway spikes sitting around. It's a cool part of Canadian history.
Thank you.
haven't seen this in a while. Was in getting some work done, and then we ended up leaving it over the winter, and this is the first time seeing it again. Very good. Everything's in good shape. Just need fuel. He said the first stop you got to make is diesel because the light's on and we're out. So.
All right.
But I'm gonna have to hitch up, I guess. So we haven't towed in forever, but so I don't know if you know what we're doing here, but we had just some things touched up on here last winter on the motorhome just to get it in tip-top shape. We have a bit more, a few more things to do, and then we're contemplating putting it on the market. We've totally outgrown the motorhome. It's been incredible for us, and it's taken us everywhere. But now the kids are too big to fit into their the old beds on here, so we're gonna sell it. I think that's what we're thinking anyway. But you should see the boys, they got in there, they're like, oh, it's like coming home. It's funny how attached you can become to something that was your home for a couple of years on the road, and all the memories start flooding back of the good times you had in this vehicle. So it's going to be a little bit emotional, but we've got a couple of days to just do some detailing and clean up, and then we'll probably bring it back up near the island and put it on the market. First, we're going to go visit my brother who lives an hour and a half from here. We come all this way. We're going to go say hi to him and the kids. Hey, we're just pulled over at a nice little rest stop here along the what's called the Thousand Islands Parkway, and you can maybe see in the distance, but we'll show you the St. Lawrence Seaway here, which is called the Thousand Islands, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous area. But we're pulled over. We just made hamburgers on the stove in the back of Vandy, which is now being towed like it used to be back in the old days, just as we are heading to my brother's place. And we're gonna do a full detail of the motorhome tomorrow, spend a lot of time just cleaning and detailing and perfecting everything, getting it ready for the market.
Go get it, boy. Hey, Tom. Nice to meet you.
So many good memories. We bought doubles of everything, so we've taken a bunch of pictures of that memory wall. But I don't know, it's kind of the end of an era. We're cleaning this up to sell. It's, yeah, it feels weird, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It was fun putting all those stickers on, wasn't it? It was fun to complete that map. And the memories are always in our heart, and the videos are saved for future generations and for ourselves. But the sticker's gone. Here we are in Pennsylvania, heading over to Gettysburg on our way to Halifax for my conference.
I'm very much stuck. Information on how to plan a visit.
That's cool. If there's any oyster in there. cooking up some naan bread and some curry here after a day of detailing the RV and the Jeeps. Man, we found mud from Texas, from New Mexico, from all across BC, but we've been just doing a lot of detailing and prepping the RV, and man, it's kind of hard, you know. That was our home for so long. We're having second thoughts. Are we going to sell it, or are we going to just hang on to it? But I don't know. I think just the fact that we've outgrown it. The only reason we'd keep it is if when the kids are gone, Carol and I, that would be a perfect rig for us to get around in. The only problem, I guess, is we're so used to going off the grid and off the road and into the back road, into the dirt. We need four-wheel drive, so I don't know. We're just having a hard time thinking about parting with it, but see where it leads us. In the meantime, we're gonna feed the troops. Caroline's off with her friends at a lake somewhere around here doing some wake surfing, which is really cool. They sent us a video. Hopefully she's having a blast with her cousins and friends.
Alright, so back on our road, headed up to the cottage. It's gonna be a beauty though. Got the RV this time and all the stuff that was in it. Got her all cleaned up and ready to go. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that little bell to notify you whenever we post a new episode. And a big thank you to our Patreons. We really appreciate your support. And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.